Have you ever wondered to yourself why Gen X, that illustrious, beautiful, wonderful generation that gets lost in the generational discussion, the one us crammed between the baby boomers and the millennials, tend to just kind of fade off into the background? It's a curious question, isn't it? Well, first off, it appears that we have to understand first who Gen X is. There are still some videos, there's comments, people, we want the years, I'm kind of confused. Well, it's the mid-60s to the early 80s. Specifically, it's attributed 1965 to 1980. Okay, we are commonly misidentified as boomers, which boomers are the generation that preceded us. We have nothing to do with them whatsoever. And to add insult to it here, boomer is kind of now becoming this derogatory term that gets thrown at anybody over the age of 40. So guess what, millennials? You're going to start getting included. So being that us Gen Xers are not spared from this so-called derogatory term boomers, but why does this misidentification occur? Some say it's a lack of understanding, while others say it is simple oversight. After all, it's easier to group all generations into one category than to differentiate between them, which I try and do. You split them by generation. That's as detailed as it needs to go. When you refuse to acknowledge a generation by its unique attributes and characteristics, you tend to leave out the most important parts of each generation. Take us Gen X, for example. Our very distinct set of experiences and contributions, it set us apart by miles from the baby boomers. We've been instrumental in various fields, including music, entertainment, technology, and yet our achievements are often overshadowed. Our contributions are often mistakenly attributed to the baby boomers, leaving us in the shadows, unacknowledged and forgotten. But here's the thing, do we really mind being overlooked? Or is there in there a sense of resentment brewing beneath the surface for not receiving our due credit for our societal and technological contributions? These are questions that we can't definitively answer, but they do certainly provoke thought and warrant further discussion. So the question remains, do we, Gen X, mind this oversight? Or do we bear a grudge for not being acknowledged for our contributions? Now, despite being overlooked, our generation has made significant strides in various fields. Our generation, we've seen the significant change in the world, and it's been instrumental in shaping many of these transformations. Take, for instance, technology. We were at the forefront of the digital revolution. We grew up in that time of rapid technological advancement, and we were the first generation to embrace the internet. Now, we bridged the gap between the analog and the digital world, and we paved the way for technologies we enjoy today. But many of the tech giants we know, like Google, Amazon, eBay, they were all founded by Gen Xers. And yet these achievements are often attributed to baby boomers or millennials, which entirely leaves Gen X in the shadow. So now let's move on to music. Generation X has left an indelible mark. Our generation, with its grunge and the hip hop and punk rock, bands like Nirvana, Pearl Jam, you got Jay-Z, Eminem, all hail from the Gen X era. And these artists all innovatively blended genres and pushed boundaries, influencing the sound and spirit of music today. Still, their influence is frequently overlooked, with credit being given to their predecessors, the baby boomers. Although anybody overlooking Eminem is just ridiculous and needs to be dragged out by 6 wild horses through broken glass for 20 miles and left to bleed out in the hot sun. You got to give that man credit where credit is due. So now back to the entertainment industry, which also bears our stamp. Our generation has produced some of the most influential filmmakers and actors. You got Quentin Tarantino, Sofia Coppola, and Will Smith even, despite where things have gone for him lately. We've created groundbreaking films, TV shows that reshaped pop culture. But again, our impact, it's often overshadowed by the accomplishments of the baby boomers or millennials trying to slide in there. It seems to be a reoccurring theme. Our contributions are substantial, yet they're frequently overlooked or misattributed to other generations. But the fact remains that we, Xers, have significantly shaped the world we live in today. From technology we use, in the music we listen to, and the movies we watch. So it's clear. Generation X, despite being overshadowed, we have left an indelible mark on society, and our contributions are invaluable. And it is time that we get a little credit for the credit that is due us. I mean, we, Gen X, have not only contributed greatly to our society, but we also faced all sorts of unique challenges. I mean, we were born into a time of immense economic instability. I mean, we were the first generation to grow up entering the job market with the reality that recession was more the norm than the exception. I mean, when we entered the job market, we were met with these harsh realities of an extremely volatile economy, which often led to these unstable careers. I mean, we had massive high levels of personal debt even then. So you younger generations, you're not unique that way. I mean, the financial instability had been a defining characteristic of us, and it shaped our attitude most definitely towards savings and retirement. But it wasn't just economic trials that sets us apart. We're also the first to experience a great rise in technology. I mean, we witnessed that transition from rotary phones to smartphones, from typewriters to laptops, from libraries to the World Wide Web. And this monumental shift in communication and information, sharing was nothing short of a revolution. And we were at the forefront. Being pioneers in the digital age, I mean, we had to navigate through this uncharted territory without a roadmap. We were the first to grapple with the challenges of balancing technology and the traditional ways of living and working. We had to learn these new skills and adapt to rapid change, and it was all on the fly. We made it up as we went along, and it often served as this bridge between the analog past and the digital future. So this was no small feat, and it's significantly impacted our personal and professional lives. But with these challenges also came some amazing opportunities. I mean, the technological revolution opened up new avenues of creativity and innovation. I mean, many Xers seized this opportunity, leading the way in the field such as technology, the music, and the entertainment, as I've said before. They played a crucial role in shaping the digital landscape that we take for granted today. Despite these challenges, Generation X has managed to make significant contributions to society and culture. The resilience in the face of economic hardship, their ability to adapt in the wake of technological change, and our innovative spirit left an indelible mark on the world. Obviously, I hate having to always repeat myself, but nobody seems to quite just get it. I mean, our story serves a reminder that every generation has its unique trials and triumphs, and acknowledging these is crucial to understanding the impact and legacy it has on the future. In conclusion, the oversight of Gen X is a topic that deserves more attention. I mean, I've explored the common misidentification of us as baby boomers. The phenomenon that led to unfortunate and inaccurate usage of the term boomer as a general insult for anyone who's over 40. I also looked into the significant contributions made by us. I mean, who, despite being overlooked, made substantial strides in technology, music, entertainment. Again, always having to repeat myself in case you skipped ahead to avoid listening to me. I mean, our influence shaped the world we live in today, yet our recognition seems to fall to the wayside. I mean, and lastly, examine the unique challenges that faced us. I mean, we weathered that economic recession and the next recession and the next recession and the high levels of debt, all while being the first generation to experience this rapid rise in technology. Remember, every generation has its unique story to tell, and Generation X is no exception. I mean, our contributions and the challenges that we faced and the accomplishments that we achieved, they deserve some recognition. Anyway, this is Drac. I'm saying until next time, stay safe and peace out, everyone.